Previously on Gladden TV.
Nobody's safe. You might not get it right on the first go around. Just know that. And understand that it's not gonna be as easy as it's been later down the line. It's gonna be very hard to purchase, very hard to buy, very hard to accumulate. Know that, understand that, and just continue to stay the course, push forward.
Stay up, 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 yeah, stay up, stay up.
Man, this is classic. Call a National Geographic. Her ass is African, but her eyes so Asian. Plus the wasting, time's a wasting.
So, y'all, another day in the life of Gladden TV. Nothing has changed. I know I've been gone for about 3 weeks now. Nothing has changed. I'm just buying as much as I can, or as little as I can. Buy my little $25 worth. And of DigiByte, buy my little $25 worth of DigiByte, a little bit of Bitcoin, a little bit of a dollar here, a dollar there, things of that nature. But yeah, everything is good. Just maintaining and just trying to get through this thing we call life, one day at a time. Before I go, y'all know me, I like to say something that at least something I consider as thought-provoking. And I want to say, time is undefeated. Time is something that everybody wants, whether it's in the present or in the past. Let me elaborate a little bit on that. So, you might have been in this space for a long time now, right? Like, you might have been in this crypto space for about 5, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, right? And maybe you feel like you haven't gotten your just due. Maybe you feel like, damn, when I got in, the price of the asset, the token or coin that I bought has depreciated, right? And now this 17-year-old, this 20-year-old, this 30-year-old just got into the game about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and now they have more than you as far as quantity, coins or tokens. Just know that they don't have what you have, which is the amount of time that you've been having in this space. They have about 2 weeks. You have about 8 years, 7 years, 6 years, 5 years. So you get what I'm trying to say with that. And research, homework, due diligence, sometimes it just doesn't matter. Why? Because like clockwork, you can't, how do you say this? You can't reenact the 80%, 90% drop in price. That will let you know exactly what you're made of. I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Sometimes you want to get in at the very top, so you feel what the bottom feels like. But that's another story. Let me add to this as well. Let me say this too. I have a dream, right? I have a dream of starting a business one day, and hopefully somebody takes this idea. Something basic, right? It could be a movie theater. It could be a burger shop. This is like Shea Shack. It could be a bar. But what I want to do at my place of business, or the business that you might create, is I want to make sure that we fail. I want to make sure that we fail, but in a way where we actually give back to the people. the people who work for us. Now, I know I talk about a job. I know I talk about jobs and how I personally don't like working for people, and how I personally just want to, you know, work beside them as far as being my own boss or whatnot. But here's the incentive that will get a lot of people to actually work at this job. Not just your typical, I pay you this, I get to talk to you any kind of way, I pay you this, and I get to, you know, push you around. At the job that I have in mind, it will go a little bit like this. I'll pay your taxes, I'll give you a premium pay, right? We're talking $3 to $4 grand a week. Like I said, that's something basic. Whether if it's just flipping burgers, whether if it's at a bar, just making drinks, whether if it's, you know, selling boxes. Premium pay, no degree required. All you need is just a little bit of will. But on top of or in addition, we'll have a chef at this place of business where it basically allows you to not have to spend a dime at this business. But it's, despite how great this sounds, right? There's an expiration date on the company actually being afloat. You see, every month, every year that goes by, you'll be getting closer and closer to the shutdown of this company, whether if you want to call it bankruptcy or something else. But every quarter, right, in traditional corporations and in traditional businesses, every quarter there's always like an accountant that's keeping track of how much money you've made, how much money you've put out, and so on, right? Our job is to make as less money as possible, but to pay that premium to the people who work for us. You know what I'm saying? I wonder why this has never been done before, because you have millionaires and billionaires that say they want to help the people like you and me, but they've never sat down and actually given back. You know, they've just created a job or a career where you can make money, but you got to work extremely hard, and there's no sight of retirement as far as within a great time span, such as 3 years, such as 4 years. It's always 30 plus, 40 plus, 60 plus. But yeah, so just something I thought I'd share, and it could be called anything. It's just a regular place of business. Now, of course, the person who does this, who starts this, has to be well established, well off, and how do you call it? You're just doing it from the kindness of your heart. But with that being said, man, I'm out. See y'all next week. I do my best to get back on these cameras every week, and how do you call it? Share what I feel like needs to be talked about, and continue to show you there's people out there who believe in search projects like DigiByte, and Bitcoin, and Litecoin, and the rest of it. But with that being said, I'm out. See you next week. Peace.